Well, hello. How you doing? This is Rebecca Nichols. This is my podcast, Royal Treats. Thank you for being here. It's a Friday. Well, what should we talk about? Well, it's been a hot minute. I mean, when was the last time I spoke to you? 10 days maybe. Gosh, I'm slacking. So I do apologize, guys, because I want to be consistent with my podcast and give you as much value as I can. Of course, I want to be inspired to share with you. I don't want to just come on and talk random stuff. You know, I want to be able to definitely add some value into your life and get you thinking a little bit more about who you are and where you want to be in this world. And specifically, I want to help my females, you know what I mean? My queens out there. And it's called Royal Treats because, you know, I feel that we should be royalty, no? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your opinion about how you feel as a woman. Do you feel you step into queendom every single day? Do you feel like royalty? And if you don't, then what's really stopping you? So I've had a really busy day with some of my coaching clients and lots of conversations have been happening and lots of great revelations in terms of like who we really are and where we can really go. And I see it in myself all the time, and I see the potential in other human beings, especially females. I feel that this is my calling in life, to really now shift people into a new space and usher them into a new space and kind of like really clear out all the path that's been before them, and we'll just say, well, that doesn't matter anymore what you've been. And I think if you know me and you know my journey, or you know me personally, you know I've gone through some stuff in my life and some harsh stuff and some darkness, and overcome some addictions and overcome the battlefield that's been going on in my mind about the things I say about myself and what I make life mean. And I will say this to you, and I will you will laugh, or you will be like, oh yeah, she's got a point. Life doesn't have meaning. Nah, nothing. No meaning whatsoever, apart from the one you make it mean. So I'd love for you to really think about that and ask yourself, what does today mean for me? What does right now mean for me? What does this life mean for me? Am I truly satisfied with being this being? And do I understand that I have this power to go forth in life and become the best version of myself and really contribute to the world? Because I don't think we can contribute to the world when we're limiting ourselves and our ideologies and our beliefs about what life really is. Because I think up until a certain point, we have perspectives based on our surroundings and our environment, whether that be where you grew up or your schooling, and that will affect us how we see things. And you're buying into their system and their way of thinking and their beliefs, and you know, you're born into a system that already exists within your house, and you're born into a system, and you go into a system, an education system that already exists long before you came along. So you're trying to either fit into something that exists, or you're coming along and going, yeah, I see how that system works, but I don't really want to be a part of it. Maybe I want to do this. I mean, who writes the rules anyway? And the beautiful thing about Reiki and chakras and all this woo stuff that I teach you, it's all about connecting back to yourself and discovering your true potential and discovering really and truly what you're here to do as a human, your gifts, your talents, you know, what really excites you, what lights you up, what gets you so pumped that every day when you wake up, you're like, I can't wait to do this today. I'm going to work on this, or I'm going to see this person, I'm going to work with that client, or I can't wait to go to work so I can do this. And I get it. I mean, there'll be jobs in your life that you'll just do, right? I mean, if I were to sit here and tell you guys all about the jobs that I've done over my 37 years, it's been a lot. And I'm actually grateful for all of them. And I think they've all taught me something very, very valuable. And it's probably something I never looked at until now, that the value that I got from each job. Now, when we're in a job, it's kind of like, it depends on your perspective on things. Most people will go into a job because they find the job satisfaction, they get the rewards, and at the end of it, obviously, they get the pay. We can never really go into a job based on money. I mean, you shouldn't. I know, but we all have been there, haven't we? We've all gone into a job because we need the money. But how long do you stay there? Because I always look at those jobs as stepping stones, and that's why I've never lasted very long in any profession, up until I became an entrepreneur at 26, and I decided, okay, maybe I need to work for myself, because clearly I don't like working for other people. And also I think that was a kind of bit of an attitude that I had back then. Like, I really didn't like being told what to do. I still don't really like being told what to do, but I take direction a lot better and guidance a lot better at this age. And there's less ego, obviously, and there's much more knowledge and understanding of who I am, of course. But, you know, if we're in those positions, and I don't know you, and you might never know, you might be listening to this and you might be thinking to yourself, well, I am in a job and I am just doing it for the money. I don't like it anymore. It is a bit soul destroying, and I wish I could find more purpose and more passion and more clarity in my life. And it's possible. So possible. But we are limiting ourselves in many ways because we're not believing that it's possible, and we're believing that we're really stuck in where we're at and we can't move forward. And so the breakthrough comes through when you realise, actually, I do have the power to change, and I can leave this job and I can find something else, or I can go and retrain, or I can do something completely different with my life. Completely different from what it was. I mean, my life is, well, pretty much completely different to what it was 3 years ago. And I still have to pinch myself. I still can't believe I'm doing this and being this person and showing up to the world and getting transformations in people's lives. Now, I work with women, and it's something that I only really recently started to look at and think about what kind of people that I want to help, because there's so many people on this planet, and there's so many things that I can do, and there's so many things that I do as an entrepreneur. Our brains are wired very differently. But focus and clarity is needed. So niche is needed. And I decided that actually, and having discussion with some of the people that coach me and mentor me and make me the woman I am and help and support me along my life journey, is that I really am here to help women. And so that's what I should really focus on. So if you're a woman and you're listening to this, I am you and you are me. And I want to see you succeed, because I believe the world is a better place when we as women come together and stand together and show up and show our magic and rock the bloody goddess that you are. And that's not about what you look like. It's about an energy, and it's about confidence, and it's about sass, and it's about charisma, and it's about intelligence. And, you know, I think we all got it inside of us to be something. And for many years, I was really held back by my own limiting beliefs and limiting thoughts, because I didn't believe I could be the woman I am today. I looked at other women succeeding, and I looked at other women even a year or 2 years ago when I first got into Reiki and healing and coaching, and I looked at the women that were in the industry already, and I looked at them and went, wow, these are amazing women. Look at them. They're kick-ass, they're badass, they're so confident, they're so knowledgeable, they're so spiritual. And I wanted to be them. And I just said, okay, let me just do this. Let me try, let me believe, let me work on it, let me fail. And I had to fail to learn, to grow. And I think that's possible for all of us if we're willing to look at something as a possibility, then it becomes that. And so I don't know where you're at in your life. As I said, I don't know you. You're listening to this, maybe I do, and I'd love for you to let me know if you do know me and you've been working with me, or how you're getting this content. It's always really interesting to know how you found me. And I really want to be the change that I want to see in the world, especially when it comes to women. I want to feel women being empowered and ambitious and be able to take on things, and that why not? Like, I want to see more millionaires that are women, and I want to see more badass women in the boardrooms, because that's sexy as fuck. Sorry, but it is. And I think I've always longed to be that woman. And things have happened to me during my life, and there's been darkness, and there's been pain, and there's been sorrows, and I've been abused in so many different ways, emotionally, physically, sexually. And it's taken me a long time to clear all that away and say to myself, you're not that being anymore. Or your life really doesn't have to be like this. And all things are possible for you. And I'm just a little bit emotional now. God, awkward. But I say that and I just, I feel like I'm still hurting from that being that was. And I'm still trying to make myself validated in so many ways, even though I don't need to make myself validated, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't need validation from the world, and I want every woman to know that you do not need validation from the world, and you certainly don't need validation from other women. But we should be empowering and lifting each other up, and we should be supporting each other and not tearing each other down, and I truly believe that. And jealousy comes up, and envy, and all these things, and I talked about these in various previous podcasts. Of course, it comes up in the heart chakra, and it's something that needs to be dealt with. There's been women that I looked at and then was envious of, whether it be the way they looked, or it looked at their body, or what they were succeeding with, or what achievements they've made, or maybe where they've been and who they've been with. Stupid things. And I think when we're doing that, we're really stealing away from the time that we could be focusing on ourselves. And I think we can all agree that our time on this planet is very, very limited. And so I think it's important that we do really focus all our energy on becoming what we want to be, and really get that tunnel vision, really block out anything else that is not aligning with that and with you and what you want to become. It's simple. It's really not the most complex thing, but yet it seems to be such a hurdle for people to overcome. And this isn't just women, this is just human beings in general. What is limiting you, and what is stopping you from progressing and moving forward and being the person that you've always wanted to be? And you're looking around and you see other people, like maybe you're aspiring to be like someone, and you're looking at them and thinking, why can't I do it? Why didn't I do it? Or why didn't I make it? Or whatever. Maybe you gave up. Maybe you didn't have enough belief. Maybe that just wasn't your path. And I think sometimes we have to learn to let go in order to grow. And like staying in the past is not going to serve us. It's the hamster on the wheel. It's just going round and round and round and round. It's really not serving you at all. And also not valuing yourself is not serving you at all. I want you to put some real firm affirmations. Come on, I am, I can, I will, I do. And put some power into your life. Yeah. So there's a great opportunity to be a part of something amazing in the next couple of months. The end of October, I'm launching my new program. I've got the Line and Divine program on at the moment, which again, we're going to be shifting into a higher space there, because I really want people to gain from this program. And what's been happening is people have been purchasing the program, people have been on the program, and it's great, but they'll start the program. Like a lot of things in life, we're excited. Yes, it's interesting. It's new. Okay, I got this. But we might come up against a challenge, or life might happen, or life might get in the way, and it really blocks us from moving forward or getting completion. So the most important thing for me is that people do get completion on my courses. Number one, I'm very selfish. I want a review. I want you to say how great I am and my courses are. Sorry about that. I'll be honest. But truth, I really want you to get value, and I know you're only going to get value when you do the work. So that's important. You'll get the distinctions, you'll get the completion. You know that. I think deep down people know they're going to get the results when they do the work. It's like you're not going to get a great body and a hot body if you don't do the work in the gym, right? You're going to go there, look at the equipment, shit, nothing's going to happen, boo. I hate to tell you, nothing's going to happen, boo. And it's the same in anything. You apply it, like in fitness, it's like 80% mindset and 20% work. So the mindset needs to be there, and the mindset to succeed and complete, it has to be there from the beginning. So the program is slightly changing. For those who are already on the program, I want to support you as much as I can in getting you the results and getting you through the program for the next how many weeks is left. And those who are thinking about joining the program, this is going to be a really great opportunity for you to take on the program and do the program and get involved. This weekend, which I'm doing this because I want to honor my word, and I put that out there into the universe, and I know how the universe works. And I said that I would put 333 programs on at £75. Once this weekend is done, the £75 is going to finish, and so you have until Sunday night to purchase the program at that price. After that, the program is going up, yes, to £500, which means you're going to get more value from me, more coaching, and more accountability, because I know that's what you need to get completion and get the results in your life that are going to make big changes in your life. So you're going to be playing it big, dreaming big, doing big, creating big, and achieving big, and leaving your legacy on this land. It sounds awesome. So that's Align and Divine, and the Rising Queens program is open for registration at the end of October. So register your interest. Please go check out the website www.queenofmylife.london, and if you look for Rising Queens, you can find out a little bit more information on the program and what's included and how you can get on the wait list. I will be interviewing people to come on the program because that's how I roll in my long coaching programs and my bigger coaching programs, because I want to make sure that the program is right for you and that we can work together and get the results you need in your life or in your business, whatever it is that you need to take yourself to the next level and get the results that you need to get to be the being that you need to be, baby. So anywho, it's Friday. I'm pretty sure I deserve a cocktail or two. It's nearly 10:30, but it just goes to show that with determination and tenacity and intention setting, which is something that I'm always sharing with you guys about intention setting and how important it is to set your intentions out there. It's power in that, and it's a contract that you're entering into with yourself. So if you don't honor it and you don't do it, you're only selling yourself short. Go away today and think about who you want to be, what you want from life, and believe that all things are possible. All things are possible. And it's exciting to know that. And I'm excited to share with you as always. And hopefully that, this message resonates with you. And I'd love for you to let me know, of course. I'll be putting some contact information. Of course, you can always just find me wherever I need to be, where I'm mainly at. But actually recently, Snapchat. I know you're going to get a little bit more behind the scenes of my Snapchat. So please do follow me and Tristan, my son, on our adventures. It's Queen of My Life 80. And I get a bit more, but you show you a bit more behind the scenes of my life and what goes beyond the coach and the the writer and whatever, the entrepreneur, the speaker. All these titles. Oh, darling, I'm just me, aren't I? I'm just me. But I love you all and thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. And, let's rise. Let's rise. Let's rise to the Let's rise to the equation. I don't think so. Let's rise to the occasion. Let's be the queens that we're born to be. And if you're a guy, I'm sorry, okay? But you're a king and you are absolutely welcome into my queendom, okay? I salute you and I wish you all the best in your life journey. Okay, lots of love, guys. I will speak to you sometime very soon. Bye.